Comic relief characters have long been a part of the literary history, from Greek theater to present-day Disney films. And these characters have traditionally been seen to only bring humor or provide relief in emotionally tense scenes. These characters have been written as two-dimensional that leave the story as they start. However, the nature of comic relief characters has grown and adapted over the years to depict a far more nuanced representation of these characters. So let's take a look. The 20th and 21st century saw this change in the comic relief characters, where their purpose was not just to make people laugh, but as integral parts of the story, highlighting and critiquing the society that they were in. The role of comic relief characters are far more complex, and not only to make people laugh. Comic relief characters reveal truths about others around them and themselves, as well as situations, by expressing how they feel honestly, which often contrasts with the other characters that are dictated by social conventions, therefore keeping how they feel inside. Moreover, comic relief characters are complex, with important emotional arcs that facilitate the movement of a story. By saying things the other characters will not or cannot say, the comic relief character actually is able to exert greater agency and control and maneuver throughout the story. We can take a look at Mulan, which was released in 1998 with a box office of $304.3 million. The film was not only a financial and social success, entering the cultural iconography of 21st century pop culture, but it also introduced the character of Mushu. Looking at Mushu in Mulan, he starts the story with a desire to be restored as a guardian without any care as to how he gets that role. However, through the journey of the story, he decides that there are those around him who he cares for, like Mulan. While he still wants to be restored as a guardian, he wants to do that with Mulan and not at her expense. He is not only a comic relief character, but someone who drives the plot forward. Unlike the other characters, he's able to use his honesty and humor as tools to impact the decisions around him. He is the one that writes the letter that brings the soldiers to the front lines in the war. Moreover, comic relief characters actually have great responsibility. Where other characters are able to mope in their sadness or feelings of uncertainty, comic relief characters must take their fears and transmute them into action that moves them and others forward. Comic relief characters have a responsibility, and they take that responsibility on, even if they are afraid. They recognize that you don't have to be happy to move forward. Rather, fear and uncertainty can be present, but you just gotta do it anyway. Moreover, other characters that are with comic relief characters are able to benefit from their agency as well. Through interacting with comic relief characters, the others are able to learn new truths about themselves and challenge themselves to be better. Mulan is supported by Mushu's energy, humor, and just his general support throughout the film. Mushu reflects the historical evolution of comic relief characters, from being two-dimensional to actually being complex beings whose humor and honesty become the tools that move them forward. So what is the significance of understanding the historical and literary significance of comic relief characters? Literature and film are not just fun things to read and watch, but opportunities to look at the world around us and consider the way society functions. Films ask us to think about the world. By understanding comic relief characters, people can implement the tools of humor and honesty into their own lives and to reflect on not only the characters in the film, but to reflect on themselves. Comic relief characters can be the mirror to see society, the voice that raises questions, and the character that can influence others to live better lives. So until next time.